This right here, this fake it till you make it right here, you see it, you're looking at it. This is a faking it till I'm making it. Right here. Hello my loves and welcome to my channel. My name is Jess if you're new around here, and if you're not new around here then welcome back sweetheart. It is wonderful to have you back with us here today. So today's video is 10 ways to accept yourself in 2020. These 10 tips are evergreen, they will last forever. I just want to give you guys some useful content. I'm so excited to create more content. I'm so excited to create more content like this year. I'm so excited to create more content like this year. Oh my god! I'm so excited to create more content like this year. People are always in my DMs asking for advice like this, so I thought let me just put it in one place, make it all cohesive. Today's video is something that has meant a lot to me the past year/2 years. I have been on a journey of self-acceptance and realizing that there's a difference between accepting yourself and loving yourself. I became flooded with body positivity pages and people posting constantly about how much they love themselves, mainly directed towards their body parts and things about their body that maybe beforehand they never liked, or maybe that weren't deemed beautiful by society. It was just constantly I love myself, and I started to kind of like feel not ostracized, but I kind of started to feel like I'm a shit person because I don't love myself. I started to feel like I have to love myself and I have to, and when you start to feel like you have to do something, it pushes you in the opposite direction. I kind of started to feel like there wasn't a space for people who were not ready to love themselves yet, and who were not able just to wake up the next day and say, hey girl, you look fire no matter what. I felt left out and I definitely felt isolated, and I started to hate myself for hating myself. Like, how is that constructive? I don't know if it was me or I don't know if someone else came up with this phrase, but I never heard anyone say it before, and so I just started to use the term body honesty. Basically what that is it's not body positivity and it's not body negativity, it's just being honest with yourself and what you have. I've been working on accepting my body for a long time, so then I realized that I can just be in a state of body honesty and be in a state of pure self-acceptance, but I hadn't got to the point where I was ready to be in the pure self-acceptance part yet. I was ready to start accepting myself, but I wasn't actually there accepting myself on a daily basis. Before you can get onto the journey of self-love, you have to be on the journey of self-acceptance first. You have to acknowledge there's an issue, acknowledge that you've got a problem with the way that you think about yourself, and acknowledge that you just don't want to wallow in your own shit. And it all began with my body, and I say in the last like 6 months is where I've started to realize that there's something wrong with the way that I think about myself in terms of my personality and who I am. Because we can say that we love and we accept our bodies and whatnot, and you know, we love our flappy flaps and our jiggly bits and our cellulite and our hairy armpits and our hairy legs, but do we actually accept who we are as a person? Everybody has negative traits about their personality. There is no one out there that is just like amazing all the time. Like, it's just not possible. And the idea that we're nice people all the time is fucking bullshit, because even the nicest people have dark, twisted, fucked up thoughts. We never ever share those thoughts. We're in fear that we're gonna be judged for it. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Just cut the fucking bullshit. I feel like so many swear words have to go into that. Just sit down with yourself, no one else around you, face yourself, even if you have to look in the mirror, whatever you have to do, be the realest of reals that you have ever been. Negativity has been glamorized. I'm not gonna lie. Like, hating yourself has been glamorized. It's cool to be like mentally ill, and it's cool to be anxious, and it's cool to be this and this and this. It's cool to like think that you look like shit and change it with cosmetic procedures or whatever, and it's also cool to talk shit about yourself. I think hating yourself makes you seem more relatable. Obviously it's nice to be able to relate to people, but I feel like it can be overdone. I don't like my flaps, but I am on a journey of self-acceptance, and I've made that very clear. I think that's the difference between a lot of other people. They don't even know that they need to be on a journey of self-acceptance. They're kind of just like happy where they are, just wallowing in their own shit. That's okay. I was there once too, and I'm sure a lot of people were also there once too, and whatever it will be for them to help them recognize that they need to look after themselves better, I hope they find it soon. Let's be real. Are you happy hating yourself? No, you're not happy hating yourself. Like, how the fuck could you be happy hating yourself? Sorry, I said it, you're not happy. If you hate yourself, you're not happy. Even though you might kid yourself and like go on about your life, you're doing great things and like everything in your life is going well, sometimes you can't even look in the mirror. You just walk past the mirror, you can't even look in it. You don't want to be in pictures, you miss out on certain experiences and opportunities because you hate yourself and you just don't want to be seen. There may be traits of yours that people have told you was shit, and that maybe has stopped you from going out there and living your fullest you. Yeah, there are traits of mine that are shit, but I'm working on it. I can be a very selfish motherfucker. I don't know whether it's because I'm an only child with a one-parent family and I'm just used to having things the way I like it, but I'm selfish. That's something that I'm working on, but I'm only able to work on that because I acknowledged it. Do you know what I'm saying? Fuck every negative experience that has led you to this point in your life right now, that has made you hate yourself the way you hate yourself. Fuck every word that someone said to you. Fuck every horrible thing that has been done to you. Fuck that sexual abuse that you went through as a child and has made you hate yourself. Fuck it. Like, actually, fuck it. Speaking from experience. Honestly, what is the fucking point? Life is too damn short. Okay, life is too short. Seriously, people die every day. I could die right now. The bunk bed could fall on my head and I could be dead up. Do you know what I mean? Fuck everything that's happened to you in the past and move from this very moment right now. I could cry right now. I could actually cry. This is very serious. But anyway, cut the fucking bullshit. Okay. Thank you. I know this might sound weird to some people, but this is a great exercise and actually something that I'm yet to do. I want you to write 2 letters to yourself. I want you to write one to your past self and one to your future self. The letter to your past self is to help you with forgiveness. I want you to forgive yourself. Okay? Forgive yourself. It sounds very sad, and actually it is very sad, and it will be really fucking hard for you to write, and you might fucking start writing it, stop writing it, and then start again another day. You're probably gonna start writing and think that you're gonna end at a certain point, but then just fucking go straight past it because you've actually got so much to say to yourself. I want you to forgive yourself for whatever's happened to you in your past. I want you to forgive yourself for whatever you've done in the past. I want you to realize that the past is the past and you cannot change it. I know it's obvious, but sometimes people need to hear this. Like, there is nothing you can do to change your past. Unless you're a time traveler, in which case, let me know because I find that shit so cool, okay? But you're not, are you? Because if you were, I'd know about it because I'd be one too if I had the opportunity, because that's just really cool. Where would I go to? Dinosaurs. Anyway, we're going off track. Write down the things that you have always hated about yourself, personality-wise, body-wise, whatever it is. I want you to write down all those things in this letter. Just literally speak to yourself. You might feel a bit dumb writing to yourself, but just do it. It's just like writing in a diary if that's something that you do. Something that I always did and I loved it and I shall start again. Second letter, I want you to write it to your future self. I want you to write about all of the wonderful and amazing things that you want to achieve. I want you to speak in a sense of what you want to feel like, what you want your mindset to be like. I want you to promise yourself that you're going to do the fucking best you can to do it. And then after you've written both your letters, I want you to seal it in an envelope and address it to yourself at the address that you're at right now. You can either keep your letters or you can burn them. You don't have to do them both at the same time. You could do them whenever the fuck you want, but it's definitely a really fun task, and it's something that we even did when I was in school. We would write future letters to ourselves and I'd find them years later, and reading it back was just like amazing. Write a list of the positive things about yourself. So these can be things that you like about your appearance, things that you like about your personality. Even go deeper than that if you can, and really think about the things that you're proud of that you've achieved in your life. Write down all the hardships that you've overcome that you're very proud of, like hard things you went through. Like, did someone die and you fucking got through it even though you thought you wasn't going to? Getting into uni, getting into college, people that you've helped, places you volunteer at, or anything that you like that you've done. If you really can't, just try with 1 sentence a day. You don't have to look in the mirror. You could just sit where you are right now and just say it out loud. Unless you're in a room with people and you find that embarrassing, then just say it in your head. I like that I like pink. I like that. Like, I think that's cool that I like pink. You know? Anything that is out of your control, say, bye, bitch. Bye, see you later. Things that maybe are going wrong in your life, or things that are just not the way that you want them to be in your life, if they are something you can control, then fucking chase it, fucking work on it. Like, you are able to control certain parts about your personality. I cannot speak for everybody, of course, like that goes without saying. I don't have any known mental health illnesses. Some people may physically and mentally not be able to take control or ignore certain things, and I understand that, and I'm really, really sorry, but I really can't speak for you because I have no experience or knowledge in any of those. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, but I'm speaking for me and for people who may be like me too. So I love writing things down. If you also do as well, or maybe if you just want to give it a go, I want you guys to write down the things in your life that you can't control that really get you down or really get to you, and then I want you to tear them out off of the paper, screw it up and fucking burn it, okay? Or flush it down the toilet. Feel the weight lifting off of your shoulders. Really feel it. Just feel it fucking burn away. If you can't control it, don't fucking dwell on it. But I also want you to realize that if you can control it, sort it out. I can control the way my ass looks to an extent, so I'm sorting it out by going to the gym. I cannot control the size of my flaps. I cannot control how my vulva looks. You're thinking, yeah, you could get a labiaplasty. I have ruled that out a while ago. So if I've ruled that out, then there's nothing else I can do to control that. Just fucking throw it away. There is no fucking point of worrying about things that you cannot control. I may be making it sound easier said than done, but this is because I've been practicing this myself. I have been letting go of things that are out of my control and give myself more space and time and mental capacity to focus on things that I'm passionate about and things that I love, and create a better future for myself. This right here, this fake it till you make it right here, you see it, you're looking at it. This is a faking it till I'm making it. Right here. I have been practicing this for about a year now. I literally said to myself, I'm gonna fake it till I make it. That can go for any aspect of my life, but the thing that is most predominant for me is accepting my body. This ties into the whole law of attraction thing, the whole energy, frequencies, the levels that you're on. But basically what it is speaking as if it is now, thinking as if it is now. So I'll be walking down the road and I'll be like, oh my god, 𝘾𝙃𝘼𝘏, oh my god, I love my new house. Like, I love this. Like, I've just got like an amazing house and I'm so happy with Natalie and blah 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 blah. We've got floor to ceiling windows and it's just like wonderful, you know. I have a pink velvet sofa. See, there we go, materialistic things. That does make me happy, I'm not gonna lie to you. When people say money doesn't make you happy, money would buy a lot of happiness for me. You're gonna feel done, and I definitely felt done, but I started to write down, I started scripting, and scripting is something where you get a book, you write down as if it is now. You can even set a date like 6 months into the future, or even a week into the future. If you've got an exam coming up and like you're worried about it, just stop worrying. What's the fucking point of worrying? That's not gonna get you anywhere, and that's actually just putting negative energy out, and what you put out you receive, and that is fucking true. You can probably vouch for this as well when you really think about it, and that's what karma is. What you put out you receive. You put out shit, you receive shit. You put out good, you receive good. It's literally as simple as that, and it makes so much sense, right? A week before my driving test, I was thinking in my head like, oh my god, I've passed my test, and I was thinking about all the places I'm gonna drive to, the things I'm gonna do, like I can actually go shopping now. I kept thinking that way, and lo and behold, I passed my test. First time with no minors. That is it. Fake it till you make it. Think and believe as if it is now, and just keep doing that. Keep doing that. Put that positivity out there. Who is it gonna hurt by you being positive? By you faking positivity? And yeah, you may think, oh, why should I fake positivity? It should just come naturally. But sometimes it doesn't. And for a lot of us, it doesn't come naturally. So we have to think as if it is now. I have been thinking this way for a long time now, and a lot of people don't really like it, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't give a fuck. My life is about me, and I say this all the time, but you are always gonna be there for you because you have no choice. Even in times where you feel like you're not gonna be there for you, and when you feel at your lowest mentally, and when you fucking hate yourself, you're crying in your bed for hours and days, but you are still the one that has been in that bed for 3 days crying. Do you know what I'm saying? Do things like prioritize your time better. Actually try. I know this is gonna be crazy. I know, outrageous of me to say, but actually try to make your life better. You are the only one that really fucking matters. Obviously, people really fucking matter to me. The people I love mean the world to me, but I mean more. Mic drop. I mean more to me than anyone else means to me. It hasn't always been that way. Like I keep saying, this has been a journey for me, and this is why I haven't made this video until now, because I didn't feel like I was ready, and I didn't feel like I could give that to you because I hadn't given it to myself. But here the fuck I am, ready to give it to you however you want. I'm giving it to you like this. Hopefully you like it like this. Yeah, like, I feel like I'm a fucking motivational speaker right now. Like, who is she? TED Talks? No, I will throw up. But I'm trying to push myself out my comfort zone. Anyway, this is not about me. This is about you. Manage your time better. Manage your eating better. Manage everything that you do in your life better. Give yourself more time for you. Give yourself more time for everything that you want to do. And if people are talking shit to you about things, or if you don't like the way people are handling things, just realize that you can opt out. You have the chance and the option and the choice to change a lot of things in your life. And it's only you that can really make those final calls on things that really matter or don't matter to you. You also have the choice to get rid of people in your life that don't work for you, that don't vibe well, that don't serve your energy, who you feel like they bring you down. Like, you have the choice to get rid of them. It's not easy to burn bridges. If you know that it's going to benefit you more so not having them around, then just get rid of them. I mean, don't be a dick about it unless you have to. Just saying. Ooh. Backspace, boop, delete. Dash away that inner critic. Honestly, this has been the downfall to me most of my fucking life, and it doesn't help that I tend to be quite a perfectionist when it comes to a lot of things, thus meaning I don't actually create the things that I really want to create, because the perfectionist in me is like, no, because if you can't do it like this and you can't do it like this, then that means it's gonna be like that, and you don't want to do it like that, so you might as well wait until you can do it as perfect as you can. You might as well wait until you have all this amazing equipment and you can hire videographers to do this and this and this and this and this, because otherwise it's gonna be shit and there's no point. What about in 5 years time if you could put out something better? And then it's like, Number 7 means a lot to me, okay? Because this is literally something that I still battle with now, but I'm really, really, really trying to hush the inner critic. The inner critic will actually be the demise and the downfall of all of us. It really is. But we'll be put in situations, especially social situations, and our brain will say some stupid shit. Sometimes, if not most of the time, we give into it and we believe it. And we believe that we are not worthy, and we believe that this and this and this. And I'm here to tell you to delete your inner critic. Burn it. Throw it away. Make sure it's dead. It's not serving you. Would you say the things that you say to yourself to someone else? Would you do that? Would I tell someone that I love that they look like fucking shit today, that you look like shit, that does not suit you, your flaps look shit in that, your hair is disgusting? Would I tell my friend that your work is shit? You should have done that better. It's fucking it's horrible. Everything about it is just horrible. The things that your inner critic says to you, if you wouldn't say that to someone else because of how fucking horrible it is, then stop saying it to yourself. And this is much easier said than done, yes. But what I've been practicing is turning negatives into positives in any way I can. Any way I can possibly turn a negative into a positive, I'm doing it, honey. I'm doing it, because what's the point of thinking negatively and just over-analysing it and overthinking it and going on and on and on? It's just fucking exhausting. I have been exhausted most of my life, and I don't want to be exhausted anymore. Obviously, if it's something that needs addressing, address it, please. But if not, if it's just stupid shit, which 9 times out of 10, it's stupid shit, isn't it? Yes, I can hear you saying yes, it's stupid shit. The negatives that pop up into my head, I quickly try and transform it into a positive somehow. Or if something negative happens, I try and transform it into a positive. I will always try and find a reason for things, and I do believe that everything happens for a reason. Delete your inner critic, hun. It's not serving ya. Ooh. And when I say this, I mean it, and I want you to actually fucking try. If it's one of your resolutions to be better or whatever, be a better you, new year, new you, make sure it fucking happens. Too often do we actually just like set these goals for ourselves and just let them slip, and someone will be like, oh, how's your goals going? And you're like, oh, I just didn't do it, you know? If there's something that you want to work on about yourself, this is something that I've had to go through, is realizing that, yeah, I said I'm gonna eat healthier, I'm gonna do this and this, but it's not until you actually make the decision to. Because you can say that you want to change this and you want to do this and this and this, but until you say, I've actually made the decision to do this, I've actually ticked the yes box in my brain, like this is happening, and that's when you will actually start to do it, I hope. If there are things about your body or even your mind that you want to change, you can do that. And you can do that by just being fucking fitter and healthier. Mental clarity for me, and I feel like for a lot of people as well, comes from exercise. I do feel shit when I eat shit food. Everybody does. But I also feel really fucking good when I eat good food. It's no one else's choice. It's our choice. And I want you to remember that, okay? It's nobody else's choice. It's yours. Think about things like, what habits do you want to instill in yourself? What skills do you want to acquire? What would make future you proud of past you? Think about what would make you proud of yourself and start doing that. I know people say, well, you know, where are you going to be in 5 years time? But actually, that's actually quite a good exercise if you actually put some real love into it. Like, in 5 years time, I'll be 30. Whew! That is a tough pill to swallow. There are habits that I want to instill that would make me happier with who I am, such as fucking going to bed early enough to wake up early and actually having a whole day instead of waking up at 12:30. This is definitely easier said than done, but if every single day you try to develop habits that would make you happier and make your life more efficient and just make things flow better, then just fucking do it. What are you getting out of life from not doing the things that you would like to do? 𝘿𝙗𝘾𝙆 has so many amazing resources, so watch her fucking videos. She has loads of videos about tracking your habits. She's got an Artist of Life workbook where you can actually write down your habits. Obviously you don't need to spend money, you can do your own, you can do a little fucking write down on a piece of paper, do some like boxes, make a column, I want to do this, and then put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then tick off the days that you do it. Give yourself a gold star. Give yourself a fucking pat on the back because you bitch, you fucking did it. Would doing things like charity work and volunteering, or, you know, helping people out, going to visit the elderly, taking someone's dog for a walk because they're too old to do it now, would that bring you joy? Would that make you happy? Would that make you feel like you're a better person? Do it. We are always going to have shitty qualities and shitty traits in our personality, but we are always going to have great ones too. Balance, you know? Shit, good, balance it up. We're always going to have bad qualities, but we can definitely take control of how many and how terribly bad they are. And some traits maybe cannot be changed. Maybe it's always going to be in you. Like, it's always going to be in me to be a selfish motherfucker, but I can try and put myself in other people's shoes and try and compromise. Oh, that word compromise. Oh, I hate it. I hate the word compromise. I hate compromising. That's another one of my shit traits. I hate compromising. When you share your space and your life with other people, you have to stop being a fucking dick. Now, I mentioned this earlier about our shadow selves, and a lot of people probably don't know what that fucking means. I didn't either. I discovered what it meant and I was like, holy shit. It is completely okay and normal to have weird impulses, socially, societally unacceptable, dark thoughts, twisted thoughts, and strange desires. I always thought I was like the only one that had like these weird impulses. I'd say for me it's mostly impulses, but at the same time I can also be very dark and kind of twisted, and I've always judged myself for that. I really love like dark humor. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. The people that don't like dark humor tend to judge those who do quite like dark humor. I always judged myself for like having that sense of humor because people judged me, until recently where I really fully accepted the gloriousness of my dark mind and cover it up with all this pink. Nah, I always have these weird impulses and I never ever share them because like they're not societally okay. Like it's not okay to say the things aloud that I think sometimes, and it will be just thoughts that will literally just like zoom past my head. First of all, where did that come from? And what was the train of thought for me to think about that weird shit? Or like my brain will like tell me to do something crazy, and then I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck was that? I know you can relate, because we can all fucking relate. It's just some people have different levels of darkness than others, and some people's shadow self is more shadowy than the next person's, and that is okay. You need to acknowledge that you have that, and acknowledge that what that is your shadow self. So like for years I always knew that I had these weird impulses and strange thoughts, but I never knew there was a name for it, and I never knew it was normal. So now if you didn't know, now you know, and you need to acknowledge it and accept it, because it's never going to go away, because it's been something that has been built into us from a young age. Like especially as women, like we are are taught to be compassionate, kind, gentle, caring, sweet, then our brain starts to think, well, what the fuck, like I'm not that way. And then what we do is we compress it and we put it to the back of our fucking minds. It's still in our minds, it's just at the back and it's just got a curtain in front of it. And every now and then the sun glares through the curtains and then some thought will come through and we're like, whoa, what is this? This is not acceptable. But it is, it's fine. Just don't act on it. So that's where you have to differentiate that and have to, like, you know, detach those things from actually having to do them. Do you know what I'm saying? And once you release the bad energy about having dark thoughts, you're gonna feel a lot fucking better. What I had to do was just like start laughing at how fucking weird my brain is and how fucking crazy the things that I think are sometimes. I literally just have to laugh, like, what the fuck? Like, otherwise you're gonna go insane. You're gonna go insane. You really are. You're gonna be Googling so many things, like thinking you've lost the plot. At the end of the day, guys, we just need to come to terms with the fact that we, dare I say it, are not perfect. Oh, you're not perfect, hun. You watching this right now, you're not perfect. But you know what you are? You're perfectly imperfect. That's so corny. You are you, and that's that. The sooner you believe in yourself, it's the place to start. And I say, hey! No, Arthur, it's not the time right now, okay? It's not the time. It is actually hard because we just love putting like damp cloths on ourselves. That's not nice. I don't know how many different ways I can phrase that. Just stop being ashamed of who you are, because whatever has happened in your life and whatever you've been through has got you to where you are now. So be proud of it. I could be ashamed of who I am, but I make the decision to not be, because what's the point? I think I've said what's the point so many times in this video, but I guess I can't express it enough. Like, what is the point of any of this self-loathing hatred that we have for ourselves? There's just no fucking point. It's not benefiting anyone. You're probably pissing off everyone around you by talking shit about yourself all the time. I'm gonna throw it out there. Why don't you try waking up in the morning or the afternoon, like I do, and when you go and look in the mirror, whatever it is you like to do, wash your face, whatever, just look in the mirror and just say something nice. Just say something nice about yourself. Do things that make you feel good. If you want to eat that cake, eat that cake. If that's actually going to make you happier in that moment, then do it. The nice things that you do for other people, do it for yourself. You've also got to believe in yourself and the power that you have in this world. You have the potential and the ability to make the world a better place. We all do. Even though you might feel like you don't, you might feel like you don't have a voice, but you do have a voice and you can shout it as loudly as you can and you can use it in whatever way you want. From the moment when you start just believing what you can do and stop focusing on what you can't do, your life is going to be much better. You're going to be accomplishing and achieving goals and dreams that maybe you thought you wouldn't achieve, because you're focusing on what you can do and what you have the ability to change and work on. If you just put that energy that you've been putting into hating yourself into accepting yourself and actually doing things that you want, you're not going to be able to accept yourself just from watching this video. But I'd like to believe that I will be planting a seed into your brain that will just like make you do things that you enjoy more and put more energy into your crafts and into your art or whatever it is that you like to do. In a couple of months' time, you'll probably sit there and be like, oh shit, I'm well fucking proud of what I've done. I'm well happy with what I've done. Like, I've actually had a really good time these past couple of months. You know what? I'm actually not so bad after all. You see what I'm saying? Slowly but fucking surely will we accept ourselves and one day love ourselves. And that's that, bitches. I've had a great time. I actually really enjoyed making this video and I hope it was helpful. I hope you had a great time and I hope you really implement some of these things, and it doesn't have to be all of them. Yeah, it's not like these are the 10 steps to self-acceptance. No. It's in no particular order apart from the last and the first. I feel like they were good at beginnings and endings. Just stop hating yourself. Like, what's the point? Life could be worse. You could live in a ditch, but you don't.